factor. But on the other hand, I can see Dana being pissed. You know, he's trying to do the global expansion. He's trying to move to a new venue, and then his first show he puts on looks something like this. So I think everybody wasn't happy on all sides. I know I wasn't at the end of the day.
He seemed like he wanted to really, like, have you ever had a guy in the ring that you wanted to, because that went, like, you know, like sometimes guys will, for a round, you know, beat somebody a little more than they have to before they knock him out because they're pissed off about something. But he seemed like he really wanted to humiliate that guy. Like, there was something going on. Like, he didn't want to knock him down, at least for the first 3 rounds. Have you ever been in the ring with somebody that you wanted to really, really put it to?
You know, before the fight, maybe I really want to put it to him, but as soon as you step in there, it's all business. And to me, I think, you know, what can I do to make the ref stop this thing? You know, that's what runs through my head.
So you don't think about, like, prolong this guy's agony a little bit? Because
no. I faster knockout, the better for me, personally.
It is odd that you'll fight someone 6 weeks after a previous fight. That's something you never saw in boxing. Why is that MMA decides, you know, you could just fight people within weeks of your last fight?
Well, I think it that's a good question. I think, you know, because in boxing, the guys are almost like an entity of themselves. You know, Mayweather and Pacquiao, that's almost like two organizations basically going up and trying to set a deal. You'd never see UFC be able to close a deal with another organization and have them put on a show together. And that's in a sense what it is, you know. But I think in boxing, you remember Muhammad Ali used to do the bum a month and stuff like that.
Bum a month, yeah.
But you know, now I'm starting to get a little further on in my career. I've been with the UFC for 10 years, and I just want to stay active until I can't do this anymore.
How do you feel like? Because there was you know, Dana's had some strife with certain fighters, and you do at one point you were involved in a lawsuit with UFC, and then you came back and you fight for them, and it's like you guys made up, I guess. You thank him in the book. You thank him for, you know, for kind of furthering mixed martial arts and what they've done, but it wasn't a very, like, personal thank you. Do you guys have a good relationship, or is it strictly a business relationship with a, you know?
No, we have a great personal relationship, but it falls apart every month. So, but it comes back.
Is he? Because we know Dana pretty well, but we never dealt with him on a business. Is he a tough guy to do business with? Like, he's a headstrong dude.
He's a businessman. Yeah, he's a real businessman.
Yeah, you don't build what he's built without and be like a pushover or somebody
all
that's
your money away.
Right. Yeah. So I'm sure he's. Well, just say it. You know, he's a prick to work with.
What made you want to do a book? I mean, did you always it's like, do you always want to do a book, or are you just like, fuck, I can raise some money?
Like Jimmy said.
Yeah, exactly. I saw my mortgage, and I'm like, right.
That's a hell of a question, Jimmy.
Everybody kind of, you know, talked to me about doing the book, and after a while, I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's do the book, and now, you know, it's cool. It gives a little insight to the, you know, to the people who fans of MMA or fighters trying to start out their careers about, you know, it's not just two guys stepping in the cage. What else goes on? The problems with the management, you know, trying to become a free agent, trying to do all those things, and then I can tell my story a little. You know, a lot of people want to say who I am or tell people who I am and say I'm lazy or whatever, this and that, and just hear it from the horse's mouth, you know.
You come from a pretty much, like, your family was not, like, a lot of guys come up, especially in Brazil, a lot of guys are really, really poor. I mean, and you come from a family that's pretty middle class, you know. They're
I thought you were going to say from a really rich family, private airplanes and yachts.
No. Why, did you have that? I didn't read the whole book.
No, but that's what a lot of people think, you know. But, I mean, I live a good life, yeah, when, you know, there's, if you had food on your table, and we probably live the same life, you know what I mean? So,
well, what motivated you to fight? That to me is almost more impressive. Like, if your family had money, it's like when you're poor, you're trying to get out of a situation where it's like it's either I fight my way out of this or I got nothing. But when a guy has money, it's like what? It's almost like harder to motivate yourself to get punched in the face.
It's I guess something I love to do, and I guess it's what do they say? Live to fight, not fight to live. You know, I just live to do this, and it's exciting, man. There's nothing, there's nothing better than, You know, I mean, I could be a tough guy and beat up anybody on the street, but there's nothing better than going up against somebody who's actually been training every day and looking exactly what I do wrong and studying exactly how can I beat this guy. And then when you go in there and beat him, it just gives you a real sense of gratification.
Did you go through a phase where you beat the shit out of people when you were growing up?
Of course.
Oh, that's great.
Of course. I like that.
Of course. Wait, what's
Go ahead, Jimmy. Well, I was going to ask because he mentioned training. He's got one of the most amazing videos on fucking. You're the one jumping out of the pool, right, BJ?
That's right. That's right.
Holy,
What's that?
Yeah, that's
You've
sick.
never seen him jump out of a pool?
No.
Danny, can you find that?
Does he do it like I do, one step at a time?
How many feet?
Well, it wasn't. It was just 3 feet with the lip.
Just 3 feet, please. How high the lip? You've never seen this?
Yeah, look at this shit.
I'm gonna have to tweet
Try
this.
doing this.
He jumps out of a pool.
3 feet.
It's a 3-foot pool.
Squats down.
Squats
pretty much
way down
to his shoulders.
Holy shit. Oh, you actually, wow, you're not using your hands at all.
No.
Wow. I couldn't do that out of the fucking tub.
And who are the guys in the fucking jacuzzi? Like, just sitting there like,
My brothers, yeah.
they've seen it before, obviously, because I would have been
they're
like,
just like,
I would have lost my mind if I saw that live.
Show off.
Yeah, you should reshoot that with a bunch of chicks in there. It'd be much better.
Everybody was, they're like, yeah, how tough is that? He jumps out of the pool and sits into a jacuzzi
Right.
with 5 guys.
Dude, that's got to be almost impossible. Have you seen other guys do that?
You know what? It really started a trend, and now they got all these people out here, and they're jumping out of pools, and they're doing crazy stuff. But then you got to remember, though, it's got to be the pool with the lip, because it can say 3 feet, and, you know, some pools are kind of equal to the water.
Right.
With that lip, that does make a difference.
It adds maybe 4 to 6 inches,
It's
probably.
a different dynamic. You're not just jumping out of water anymore. You're jumping out of water, and then you hit air, you know, and...
That's pretty impressive.
But I'm not a high jumper. I think it's more that I got flexible legs.
Just power.
I can't even touch the net, you know?
How tall are you?
5'9".
Oh, yeah, fuck, he's taller than me. I say he's not a big guy. He's fucking 4 inches taller than me.
That's what I was thinking. Look who's talking.
I know.
Jimmy.
I annoyed him as soon as he walked. I'm a mushy twerp. Oh, I really should have my fucking teeth kicked in.
I saw you training there with the dumbbells also. What kind of weight was on that?
No, you know, actually, I don't lift weights anymore. I got involved with Marv Marinovich, and I don't know if you guys know Todd Marinovich from USC and that whole story, but his father is a great trainer. I got involved with him, and we're all about speed now. Actually, speed.
Wow,
explosion,
really?
and
No weight training.
Not like you think. Now we got this machine where we put weights on it, and we throw one side, and then the weights come in the back. So it's just constantly throwing things off you.
Jesus Christ!
Instead of that slow, because lifting weights is too slow, and it throws off your nervous system. You don't have as much dexterity.
Wow.
It really messes you up. I believe he convinced me of that. I believe that now. And
Did you train with him this fight? Or you had for a little while, right?
I always.
So it's more practical to mixed martial arts than it is to.
I think the sports in general. He said the way he figured it out is he got to like 1,100 pound squat or something. I don't know if he was all the way deep. I don't know what the record is, but he got to a high level squat, and then he realized, what am I doing? I'm on my heels. No sport are you ever on your heels. You're always on your toes. And from there, he kind of started basing his program off
on what you're
movement.
doing. Yeah. Wow. Because I saw some training going on with some dumbbells, and it just makes me want to just call my trainer up and say
don't bother.
Don't show up.
Yeah.
Just don't show up. I couldn't hand one of those to you with both hands.
Those look like hundreds.
No.
No,
I don't know what they are. Yeah.
I see it says
at least
50
80s.
on. But
Yeah, it's 50 on each one. He's doing a little lightweight.
That's more than 50, BJ.
no, it's got to be 100. It's 50 on each side.
You know
I
what,
think.
though? But looking at this stuff now, it's just that's not the good way.
It's not the good way to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you keep up it keeps up your muscle mass though? Doing the other kind of speed training.
I guess that's all food.
Yeah, really.
That's all food on the other end. Yeah, and yeah, we're doing a lot of strength things. I wonder if we have any of the videos. You want to check?
Try. Is it hard to keep discipline as far as eating goes, things like that, or is there something you like? God damn it, I want that.
Yeah, it's that battle, man. That's how I started. You know, before I never used to have to cut any weight for the lightweight division, and then because I cut it once, I started thinking, well, I don't have to cut weight. Let me eat everything I can, and then I got fat, and I've been battling being fat for the rest of my life now.